What on earth do I need to eat? I'm not making any progress. Carbs are so bad for you. I think I just need to live my life and live it. Stop right there. No. Hi everyone, welcome to the real video. My name is Nochtli and today I am going to help you ease your mind. Don't worry, I'll be here to help you out today. So I know that when it comes down to food and reaching a certain goal in maybe with your workouts or fitness, there are a lot of questions that pop up in your head which can give you a lot of stress. Trust me, I've been there and done that. So first of all, let me give you some super easy information which you should definitely understand before going any further. So by reading the title of today's video, you probably already know what we are going to talk about, because today I am going to teach you how to calculate your own macros. But first of all, what the hell are macros, right? Macros is just a short version of macronutrients. Macronutrients. Remember that one. Basically, your macronutrients exist from carbs, carbohydrates, then we have protein, and we have fat. Those are like the three main macronutrients which all of your food exists from. And then of course the question, but how much do I need to eat then? And how do I calculate that? You know, first of all, you need to know what your TDEE is. The total word or sentence of it is total daily energy expenditure. A what? You know, English is not my native language, but girl, I have a lot of troubles with that word. So basically it comes down to the fact that TDE is your daily caloric intake which your body needs to exist. I know that sounds strange, but it's basically the food your body needs to just work properly without doing anything extra. So you can lay on a couch all day and your body will still burn those standard amount of calories, which would be so awesome if that would be like the whole day, but unfortunately we cannot eat pizzas all day, of course. So for myself, I basically always use one formula for that. There are a lot of them out there, but in my opinion this is the most popular and the most respected formula out there, which is also kind of easy to calculate yourself. I'm going to explain that formula right now and I'm going to calculate it for myself, actually, with you guys. Now the formula itself is called the Mifflin MD 𝐒𝐡𝐨𝐩 formula. Let's get that out of your head. It's just the formula which is going to help you reach your goal faster. Alright guys, we are going to start off with the two formulas right here. As you can see, there is one for men and one for women, so make sure to pick the right one. I picked the female one, of course, obviously, and I'm going to fill in my own information. As you can see, I weigh 64 kilos, I'm 170 centimeters tall, and my age is 26. We're gonna start off with the first part of this formula, which is 10 times 64. That comes down to this number, and we're gonna move on to the next part of the formula before calculating the rest. Right here, it's 6.25 times your height in centimeters. Don't forget that it's centimeters. Then we're already having the second part. And of course, the third part is, I think, the most easy one, is 5 times your age, which comes down to 130. And as you can see, I separated everything in the formula first before putting everything together just like now. I learned that at math. And here we have my total amount of calories. Okay, Okay, so now we calculated my TDE, which comes down to 1400 and something calories. But of course that would be only the outcome if I won't do anything all day. So the next step we are going to take is take your TDE and do it times your activity level. Now I have written that down because it's a lot to remember, but you basically have 4 different kind of activity levels in this formula. The first one would be sedentary. That basically means that you spend most of the day sitting. For instance, you could have a desk job. So the next one would be light activity. Then that could be compared to just spending most of the time on your feet, someone who works in a store, or could be a teacher. Then the next one would be moderate activity, which is that you spend a good part of the day doing physical activity. So that doesn't mean just walking around, but that could be that you are a waitress, a mailman carrying around the post all day. The last one would be very active. So that one would mean that spending most of the time of the day doing very heavy physical activities. Construction workers or carpenters, you know, they are so busy all day, and yeah, it can be really hard. So that is a very high activity level. Now, to know the difference between those 4, you can just pick out your own. I think for me, if I would need to choose, I would be between light activity and moderate activity. So because I work out a lot, on the days that I work out, I would choose the moderate activity, and on the days I don't work out, I can choose the light activity. Make sure to choose the right one, of course, but you can always try it out. Please don't be scared, just try it out. And not for 1 day, not for 2 days, but if you have picked one, try it for a week. See how you feel. Really stick to your own plan, and if it's not enough, or you're feeling really bad, try to juggle a little with it and choose another activity level which you think fits your own life at this point. Okay, so now I'm going to calculate my own total calorie intake goal, which I need on a normal day. I'm going to take my TDE, which was 1411 and a half calories. Sorry, sometimes counting in English is a little hard for me, but you know, you know what I mean. Then we are going to do that times 1.375, and that is the light activity. So then it will come down to 1940 calories. And that's how easy you can calculate it. So the last thing I would want to talk to you about is the fact, what do you do with when you want to gain muscle, so gain weight, or lose weight? Of course, you need to adjust your calories. Gaining weight, 15 to 20% extra calories. If you're losing weight, 10 to 15% less calories. It's that easy, you know? It's just math, and to be honest, numbers don't lie. And I really have noticed the last couple of years, also from the moment I started fitness in general, the moment I calculated macros, it really helped me out so much. So much. Then last but not least would be, how do you divide those calories which you just calculated, so for me it would be the 1900, into your macros? Because of course, like we talked about, macros are carbs, proteins and fats. But you have your calories and you have your macros. But how do you divide that within the calories? If I could recommend it for a standard diet, you would have to take 40% of the calories out of carbs, 35% out of the calories from proteins, and then 25% out of the calories from fats. This can all differ per person, so please just try it out, be comfortable with it, and don't be afraid, because you cannot really make mistakes with this. The only mistake you can make is by go and eat out every day, eat candy every day, and have faith in yourself. Now, the only thing that remains would be, how do you track it? First of all, get yourself a food scale, because then you can weigh your food. Then, of course, learn how to read labels on products, or you can use MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is a free app. I also use it. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but I've been using it for years and it is so easy. Trust me, I've never been more happy with that. If you have any other apps, please let me know, by the way, because I'm always interested in that. So you can just track what you're eating on a daily basis. And I think it gives you like really a good insight of how you live, you know, and if you eat enough or if you eat too much. And it's just very important to know what you're doing. So I really hope that you like this video. Give it a little thumbs up and I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you have any suggestions, anything else you would like to see, if you have questions, please just put a comment down here. I always try to keep up with them. Normally I answer within the week at least, if I'm not that busy, and I just love to connect with you guys. Please let me know if you calculated your macros, because I am very excited for you and I hope that this makes your fitness journey so much easier. Bye guys.